Hey, this is Janet LeBlanc with Paper and Spark, and welcome to the video tutorials for the Paper and Spark Etsy Seller Spreadsheet. If you're curious about this spreadsheet and you haven't purchased it yet, it's available for sale at paperandspark.com. In this quick video, I'm going to just introduce you to the file, let you know what's included with your purchase, let you know how to find some of the things relevant to the spreadsheet, and just give you a general idea of how the spreadsheet is going to work before we dive into the step-by-step instructions in some of my other videos. This is the spreadsheet file itself, and what's included with your purchase when you buy it at paperandspark.com is, first of all, and most importantly, the spreadsheet file. The spreadsheet does not use dated formulas, so you can use this one file for any year based on whatever date you input up here. If you want to use it to do a past year of books, you can do that and it will update. If you want to use it going into the future, you can update it right there. Basically, just download a fresh copy of the file every year and save it and change the date for whatever year you're going to use it for. Your purchase also includes a link to help you access the instructions, the step-by-step doc instructions on Google Docs that you can use with more information, and this is good for a refresher of how to use your spreadsheet. You can use either these document instructions or the video tutorials or both, whatever works best with your style of learning. And at the end of the Google Docs, you will see a couple of cheat sheets just for like a quick getting started guide if you want a refresher on that after you watch the video tutorials. And there's also a quick monthly cheat sheet to just remind you how to find and import in the CSV from Etsy to use your spreadsheet. Your purchase also includes access to these video tutorials, obviously, to help walk you through how to use the spreadsheet. And depending on when you purchased, it may also include access to the Accounting Accountability Club, which I'm going to talk about and dive into how that whole thing works in a separate video. If you need any help accessing your purchase or the updated files, or you can't remember how to find these video tutorials or the instructions or whatnot, all you ever need to do is log into your account at paperandspark.com, and you can do that here. You want to just use the email address and password that you used when you originally purchased your spreadsheet, assuming you purchased on paperandspark.com. Once you log in, if you click on spreadsheets, not orders, not downloads, but spreadsheets, you'll see a list of previous files that you've purchased on my site. You can click on whatever spreadsheet you're trying to get instructions or files for, and you'll see a maintenance log of any changes made to the file over time so that you can make sure you have the most up-to-date version if there's ever any changes. You'll also see links to download the most up-to-date version of the spreadsheet, and I'm about to do away with these dated versions because the latest version of the file does not require dated formulas anymore, so there's just going to be one version of the file. If you're looking for a version in euros or pounds, you should see a UK version here, and I'm going to have an EU version here as well. All other countries, if you need it customized for your currency and it's not dollar, pound, or euro, just let me know. We can do that for you. And then the most up-to-date video tutorials will also live here on this page if you need help accessing those. Finally, you're going to see the FAQ area for spreadsheets here. This is another great place to go if you have questions. All of the most frequently asked questions that I get are answered here. So this is a good place to check. If you still need help with something related to your spreadsheet after you've checked out the instructions that came with it and after you've checked out the FAQ page, the next best place to go is the Accounting Accountability Club. This is where you can ask questions and tag me. This is where we hold monthly office hours. So this is a great place to either search to see if someone has maybe asked a question about what your topic or issue is, and if not, you can always post a question here and we will get back to you as soon as we can. The next place to get help with your spreadsheet, especially if you accidentally broke something, which don't worry, that happens all the time, is to send an email to us at support@paperandspark.com. If you don't have an account at paperandspark.com, maybe you purchased on Etsy, or you log in and you click spreadsheets and you don't see a file that you've previously purchased, all you need to do is forward your original purchase information to support@paperandspark.com and let us know that you need an account set up. It's my goal to get you set up on the site so that you always have access to the most up-to-date files that you need. So let's talk about working with your new spreadsheet file. This file can be opened in Excel, which can be used on a Mac or a Windows computer. It can be opened in Numbers, which generally comes on your Mac computer. And it can also be opened in Google Sheets. And I'm going to have a separate video showing how to open your file in Google Sheets if that's the option that you're going with. Google Sheets can be a great alternative because it's free. So if you don't want to pay for Excel on your computer, then I highly recommend checking out Google Sheets. I'm going to be showing you what the spreadsheet looks like in Excel on an Apple computer. And it may look slightly different on your computer, especially if you're working in Numbers or Sheets instead of Excel, but it still works essentially the same. So don't be thrown off if it looks slightly different than this. So let's get a few basic spreadsheet terms down real quick. I want to talk about tabs. These little colored guys at the bottom are the tabs of your spreadsheet. They're different sheets within the entire workbook, okay? So if I ever tell you to go to a tab, I'm referring to clicking on something down here. If you're in Sheets or Numbers, your tabs will show up along the top instead of the bottom, and they may not be beautifully color-coded like they are here in Excel, but pretty much still work the same other than that. If you are working on a smaller window, you may need to scroll through your tabs. You may not be able to see all the tabs here in one screen. And to do that, you just use these little arrows along the bottom and they will take you through the tabs of the spreadsheet. The monthly summary tab here is going to be kind of the heart and soul or the home base of your bookkeeping, and everything that you're entering on all these other tabs pretty much travels to the monthly summary tab in one way, shape, or form to be summarized for you so you can see how your business is doing financially. The other term that I want you to know is rows. Rows, that's pretty self-explanatory. They are the horizontal lines on your spreadsheet, right? These guys here. So the data that you enter on your tabs will travel to the rows of your monthly summary tab, and usually in the correct column for whatever month you're working with. So now you understand tabs, rows, and columns, right? Let's talk about what we're looking at on your monthly summary tab real quick. So each month when you do your books, and what I'm going to walk you through step by step in the next few videos, you're going to import in your Etsy orders CSV on these light blue tabs for whatever month you're working in. After you import those in, data is going to travel from that tab to these light blue rows here on your monthly summary tab. It's going to pre-populate. It has built-in formulas based on what happened in your Etsy shop this month. So you'll see data pre-populate here with those built-in formulas once you import in your CSV from Etsy each month. You'll also be able to manually enter other sales. So if you don't sell just on Etsy, you might be using a Paper and Spark import add-on spreadsheet, or you might just be typing in sales directly here. You can rename these rows to be whatever you need and manually enter in your total sales from that source each month, or you can use this green custom sales tab, which we'll talk about in another video, to enter in individual transactions from those sources, and that will travel over to this row here. You'll also be manually entering in your business expenses, although your Etsy credit card processing fees will travel automatically here after you do your import. And we'll talk about all of these expenses in depth, but I have them broken out by selling expenses, product expenses, and business expenses. There's some customizable space that you can rename here, and you will also be entering things on these expense tabs down here that are color-coded and travel to the applicable row of your monthly summary tab. Once you import and enter your sales and enter your business expenses each month, the spreadsheet will automatically calculate your net profit or loss for you. If it's a negative number, then you're at a loss that month. There's also space here for you to enter in how much you pay yourself each month. If you're set up as a sole proprietor in the US, you don't have an expense for how much you pay yourself. It's considered an owner's draw, so that's why I have it down here below the bottom line. And then there's a little space right here for you to help track some of your most important business KPIs or key performance indicators. The spreadsheet will automatically calculate your profit margin percentage based on your net profit and your total revenue each month. You can enter in your number of orders, and I'll talk about that in another quick video as well. So this is just a quick tour of how the monthly summary tab of your spreadsheet works. It also is going to track some sales tax related information for you, which I'll talk more in depth about in those videos. And then finally, you can use this tab to set a budget for your business if that's something you want to do for your expenses, and I'll talk about that in a separate video as well. So just a quick tour of how this spreadsheet works. The real benefit of using this spreadsheet lies in these video tutorials, because through these instructions, I'm going to be teaching you not just how to use this spreadsheet, but really how to do your books for your business, which is going to be super important for you to feel empowered and confident going forward, running your business, making money, recording your money, feeling ready for tax time, understanding what's going on with your finances. It's going to be really important and empowering for you. So let's dive in.